All right, so I'm done with both. See what we have. This is what we have. Now, when you want to do a shoe, it's best you download. Okay, mostly if it's your first time or if you're not used to, making all these sugar shoes and all that. So it's best you download. So you have something you're actually watching while you're doing what you do, or you have a particular design you're following. Okay, but I don't usually do that anymore unless the specification, like a client wants, okay, I want this particular one, or maybe there's a baker who wants a particular shoe, like, I want a particular shoe, she sends me and I follow it. All right, so I have I'm going to be doing the full cover first, the open toe full cover. All right, so these are white. You see this one is thick. You see it's thick. Remember there is enough CMC in it. This one is thick. So this is my template for my full cover. I'm just going to cut. Make sure you roll enough to cover what you want. Okay, I'm going to cut this out. Before that, I already rolled a thin ivory for the sole, for the inside. Do you understand? This for the back too. So I'm just going to cut. Good. I could decide to do it without an inner sole, but I want to do it with. So even if you're doing without an inner sole, fine. I think there are some shoes that's the same color, both the inside and the outside. So it all depends on what you want to do. I'm not going to pull this out. I'll use this to carve this inside out. So I can pull it off now. I'll use my pizza cutter and just open it at the middle. Good. So I'm going to be fixing the sole to it. See? Just use my water. So let me just remove it first. Put the water. This way. I'm gonna fix it in. If there's any excess, you put it up. So I'm going to cut this. So next I'm going to be fixing them on our shoe soap. Okay, so now it's time for me to fix this. This is what I use. Okay, I make use of this kitchen paper. See it? I just roll together, use my rubber band, like something like this. I use it as my supporting dryer. Just use rubber band, hold. Depending on the size I'm doing, you know, hold here, then trim. So this is what I have. Hold. I'm just going to fix this here. Before I gum, I have to size it. I remember I said we are doing open toe. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to cut this tip out. This toe, I'm going to cut it out. Like just a little here. Like a C cut, kind of a slant C cut. So I'm going to check. See, I'm just going to check. I'm not gumming yet. So I may likely trim a little out of this part. So you see, we're good to go. So all I need to do now is gum. See, when I gum, it will fit in very well. So lap very well. So I'm going to be gumming with water. So when it's dried, I'll pull this out. Good. So I'm going to be gumming now with water. Just going to take water, cut it water. This side. So, have to be very sure we have water, enough water to hold it, okay? We're going to pick it. Oh, sorry, I have to fix in my... I might need to get another tissue. Just working so you can get all these things. Just make it little, just to support these parts. Good. So now I'm going to press with my hands. I'm just pressing it to the sole with my hands, you see? I'm doing it bit by bit, using your hand to push it down. I'll do same for this side. Just use your hand to smoothen it. So I'll just get a scissors, or I can use this and reduce the excess, cut the excess out. So I'll take water, not too much, little, so I can fix it together. I'm going to use my hand to just blend them. You see, press it down so it blends with the heel. Okay, I have to turn it so I can see it clear. Use your hand to close the lines. Okay, so you leave it to dry. I think we're going to be doing some designs, like poker designs on it. Okay, yeah, so you leave it to dry a little bit so you can use your cutter to cut this top out if you feel there's any rough part you want to cut. Okay, so these are, you're going to leave it to dry for like 2, 3, 4 days, okay, depending on when you want to use it and how sure you are that it is firm enough. Okay, all right, so this is this for our white. You see, yeah, so we're going to be doing a finishing touch, just like white polka dots, you know, on it. All right, so now we're going to be doing this other parts. Okay, we're going to be leaving this like this. This is how we're going to leave it. You're not going to touch it, you're not going to remove it. Like most times, as I say, I want to see how beautiful it is. Please don't be tempted, just leave it. Make sure it's fully dried, okay, before you pull it, so you don't end up destroying what you've worked for. Okay, all right, so this is really what we have. Make sure it's straight, because if it's not straight, when it dries up, that's how it's going to come out. That's why you have your hands. You have to make use of your hands very well. Good. So I think we're done with this for now. When I want to put the finishing touch, I'll just come that you see, to the back. When it's fully dried now, you won't notice it that much. Yeah. Alright, so we're going to be working on this other one. Okay, it's also going to be an open toe, but it's going to be a full cover open toe. Alright. Okay, so for this one, I used this template for this, like this one for this. So we're going to be working on this. Remember, you should always have your kitchen paper, kitchen savvy, anything you want to call it, fine. I'm going to size this and this. Okay, it's good. Just stretch it a little. I really want it to be a little bit high. Yes, I could reduce my tissue paper, but I want it high, so I'm just going to stretch it. It's thick, so it will still go. So I'm just going to pour water. Remember, here, here, to fix this part first. Good. Water. That's why you have to work with a very good fondant, like my fondant. That's why the recipe, I always give it out in every of my online class. Stretchy, easy to work with. I'm not putting a sew on this. I want to do it without sew. That's the inner part, okay? So that's why. So just use your hand. Always use your hand to blend. If you are blend and you feel there's an excess, you want to cut it out, take your craft knife and cut, okay? So this one is going this way. See? It's going this way. So I'll just stretch a little. Without stretching, it will still go. I just want to stretch a little. So, perfect. So I'll just put water. Remember when you're fixing your heel, you have to leave little space. When you're putting your soap, touching the sole of your shoe, sorry, into the heel, you have to leave a little space. You can fix your heel, your back sole too. Then you can fix the back top part of the shoe too, please. So if you see, these ones, they are easier than this full cover or open toe, or full cover open toe. I could decide to leave this like this even without a dryer. You see? Beautiful. I'm going to do a little finishing touch here. I can just decide to do a bow tie, do a flap over, like, you know, something like this. Maybe we'll do something like that. Then I could as well do like a belt. This is just my white fondant already rolled. Let me see if this one will be long enough. I'm just trying to check. See, something like this. Okay, this one is here. I hope you're enjoying the class. So we'll go. It will. So now I need my shoe dryer. I'm going to be cutting this, whether with your scissors, whatever you have, just use it and cut. But be careful. Are we good? I think we're good. You really need to stick this one very well. Like, you have to match both together. Good. Yeah. So let's just do the finishing touches on the white. So we know we are almost done with it. Apart from the, we're going to be using a luster dust, white luster on it, okay? Okay, so for this white, I could just do something like this and cross it. See? Then get maybe like just from anything with my hand. From anything, you know. Then put it somewhere here, or do a little like a rose. Get a small rose cutter or form a small rose. Okay, small rose, you know, just put it there. So let's just gum this one first, so the front is not looking so plain. I'm going to be starting with the thinner one. I cross it over. See, very thin. Cut the excess out. Same for this side. Both. Cut the excess. Same for this side. Just form a small rose. Just put it somewhere here. Or here. Here. Wherever you want. Here. Side. The choice is yours. Okay, put it somewhere here. Trying to see. Well, that can be an afterthought, you know. I might put something else there. I will definitely put something under a rose, and I'll just stick it to it. Okay. All right. So for this one, this is what we're going to be using. This mold. Parts and just stick them. Keep them all over. You could use the smaller parts. So whatever you want to do, the choice is yours. I think let me see if I'll use the smaller parts. Let's start to the smallest. I think the smaller one should be better. Yes, so I'm going to do this round this shoe, okay? Just use this mold, bring them, they just gum them around with water. Then later I'm going to be using luster dust to dust it. This is luster dust. Why is it luster dust? To dust it, so it has this glittering kind of look, you know? Alright, so that's that for this white. So I'm going to be doing another color, maybe the wine. Okay, it might be a full cover this time around. I might not be putting the inner sole, okay? But it's going to be a full cover shoe heel. Yes. Okay, I've done some parts, okay, with the balls. I was missing both big and I think I was doing another smaller one after the one I was using. You see, so this is what we have. I just want to dust it. You see, you can use your edible spirit and this. if you want it to be so much on it. But I just want to use to dust it. You see, just take it with your brush, just, you know, fix it. I don't know if you're seeing. If you're noticing. Okay, so I've done some parts, you see what we have. So this is my edible spirit and my luster. Just little edible spirit, add luster, dust to it. Just take and paint. See, I just want to show you this part so that I know that I'm done. Make sure you stick it well with water so it doesn't pull off. So I just want to show you so that I know that we are done with our whites. Sorry, let me stick down very water. Okay. So if you take a closer look, you see that there's a difference. See it? When it's dried and I snap, you see how glossy it looks. Good. So I'm just going to fill in the whole body with that and paint. Then for this one, I just did a bow tie, small bow tie. Just see for the side. I might as well also paint this. I love that glossy look. You understand? Just, you see it will come out very fine too if I decide to paint, like, but that would be a later thing. So I'm going to paint, you see it from the end result. I'm just going to add luster, dust and vodka and paint all over. Okay, so that's that with our white. We are done with our white half cover and open toe sandal-like heel. I'm going to leave it for like 3-4 days or 5 days before I pull it out. Then I'll be very sure that it's dry, like I'm not scared it's going to fall out or break and all that, you see. So that's that. So we'll be doing another color of shoe now, another design, sorry.